if we don't see the hashtags. That's pretty much kind of how it works here, folks. So we were live a little bit earlier on today for the search for Brian Laundrie, and people were asking at that time, what's going on in Wyoming? What's going on in Wyoming? This is what was going on in Wyoming. I want to keep the press conference here on screen so that everybody can see the podium here. So let's go split screen here. Left side of the screen here, folks. National Park. There you can see some of the cars there that were parked.
All right, so we've got a press conference coming up about a body that was found in the area we were looking at on live stream either yesterday or the day before. It was the area where they were searching for Gabby. Let me grab my live chat because I want my live chat. If you guys know of any... Oh, shit. Hold on. Okay. It looks like they're setting it up now. So we're not missing anything yet, but I'd like to get an actual feed of the press conference instead of having to watch it through Fox, or WFLA, whoever we're looking at right here. But whatever's clever, we'll figure it out. Either way, I was working on a video to upload. Me and Navy actually recorded a video that I'll upload later. I don't know if it'll go to rockAlot or UNIRock too, and then we'll be uploading an actual video. I think the news channels covering it are in Utah. It doesn't look good at all. It doesn't. It looks horrible. Brian Laundrie, like it's almost like they had some suspicion that something was coming together because they really upped the searching for Laundrie. If you followed my Twitter, actually, let me pull it up here. If you followed my Twitter account, I've been, making a video. So when I make a video, I have to go through and pour through all these videos and all these articles, all these tweets. And one thing that I was tweeting earlier is from, when they started to announce the body, which we found out minutes afterwards because of Menace and Fox News. The Teton County, Wyoming coroner confirmed that a body has been found in Teton National Park. Now, Teton is the national park we were looking at the other night. He says they don't know the identity or the gender yet, and it's in a very remote area. Confirmed to me. So literally, the coroner just confirmed to him that they've been dispatched to the scene, and they pulled the search dogs. They noticed that the search dogs were being brought out after this happened, and of course, you don't pull the search dogs like that. Yes, we are demonetized. Looks like the last stream I did that got demonetized got monetized after the fact. So that's nice, YouTube. You think you could just go ahead and, I don't know, let us be monetized since you're going to monetize us after the stream anyway. So if you guys will do me a solid, just like and share the stream to push back against it being... It being demonetized means none of the peeps are going to be here. Not that many people are going to get an actual notification is all it means. I'm interested in this story, though. So that's what I'm trying to, report on or just discuss. Let me actually share it. You probably won't get a notification, but we are live now. Here, come hang. So let me go ahead and put that out on the community tab. Maybe people will see it. Maybe some of the peeps will see it. You're going to have to share it on Twitter or something if you want the peeps in here. Hey, somebody do me a solid. Throw the live stream in the other Discord server. Can someone do that for me and tag everybody? It might help out. And honestly, I need to work on my camera. So let's go ahead and pull this up. Actually, let me show you some stuff. So we're going to be taking a look at this conference, which I know should be starting really soon. What I did was I went to the Instagram, and Brian had some really weird stuff posted on Instagram. A lot of stuff about demons, a lot of stuff, just really dark art. People were calling him out for it, like this kind of stuff. He says, pen and watercolor Frankenstein's monster. This is from Hotline Miami. Hotline Miami is a game where you just go around, killing a bunch of people. And this one, Who Watches Watchmen? one of the most disturbing ones is this: how man treats one another. And if you look, it's just people it's just two people engaged in a fight where one dude has a sword and he looks like he's got a knife and he's slitting the throat. If you go look here, he's got death with a bunch of sheep in the middle, Grim Reaper leading sheep to the slaughter, and a mousetrap. And this is after he got with Gabby. You know, a lot of demon tails, a lot of pitchforks, a lot of snakes. So a lot of people have been questioning whether Brian is a little more macabre, a little more underneath that appearance that we see when we see Brian. Okay, here we go.
As a reminder, we know that we're constantly engaging a new digital audience here, and News Nation's Brian Enton reporting that a body has been found, and the Teton County, Wyoming coroner, that being Brent Blue, confirming to Brian.
Levels. Oh my gosh.
Left side.
All right, we
up
found the
the
problem.
left.
Control, do you hear me now? Check 1, 2, check 1.
Up the left side.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Jeez, man.
Okay, the level's good.
No, they're not.
Level's
No,
good.
they're
I'm
not.
just going to do the last one. Copy that.
Okay, can we start in 2 minutes?
2-minute warning, y'all. 2-minute warning. Like and share. Just to the UNIRock peeps. That's all I care. The UNIRock peeps come chill. That's all I want. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna mess with my camera filters, see if I can get it looking better before we start, because it looks miserably bad. Might be able to do something with that last one. Horrible. It looks horrible. Actually, okay. That's not too bad. All right, we're getting there, y'all. All right, it should be any time now. It's been about a minute and a half.
Good afternoon. My name is Charles Jones. I'm the Supervisory Senior Senior Resident Agent here in Wyoming for FBI Denver. Standing with me here today are Acting Chief Ranger Matt Wilbur with the National Park Service, Hunter Bailey, who is Chief of the National Park Service Investigative Services Branch. We also have Teton County Sheriff Matt Carr and Jackson Police Chief Michelle Weber.
This isn't good.
First and foremost, on behalf of the FBI personnel and our partners, I would like to extend sincere and heartfelt condolences to Gabby's family. Joe and Tara Petito and Jim and Nicole Schmidt. As every parent can imagine, this is an incredibly difficult time for the family and friends.
He did it. He did it.
Are with them. We ask that you all respect the privacy as they mourn the loss of their daughter. As you are aware, FBI personnel, in coordination with our partners at National Park Service, the Forest Service, Teton County Sheriff's Office, and Jackson Police Department, have been conducting an investigative activity in the vicinity of the Spread Creek dispersed camping area. Earlier today, human remains were discovered, consistent with the description of Gabby Petito. Full forensic identification has not been completed to confirm 100% that we found Gabby, but her family has been notified of this discovery. The cause of death has not been determined at this time. We appreciate your continued support and patience as we work through this process. The vicinity around Spread Creek campsite will remain closed to the public until further notice. This is an active and ongoing investigation, so we ask everyone maintain distance from law enforcement personnel and equipment, vehicles, and related activity for their own safety, as well as to protect the integrity of our work.
He did it. He did it.
Respect privacy for Gabby's family.
He did it.
We appreciate the tremendous support from the public. The support from the public's response to request of tips has been remarkable.
Pink flamingo, yeah.
We continue to seek information from anyone who utilized the Spread Creek dispersed camping area between the dates of August 27th and August 30th. Anyone that may have had contact with Gabby or her boyfriend, or who may have seen their vehicle in that area. Please share any new information with the FBI at tips.fbi.gov or 1-800-CALL-FBI. And finally, the Denver Field Office Direct is 303-629-7171. Photos and videos can also be uploaded at fbi.gov/Petito. We thank our partners at the National Park Service, the U.S. Forest Service, Teton County Sheriff's Office, and Jackson Police Department for their collaboration and diligence in this investigation. They surged their resources in a very short amount of time, and their personnel have intimate knowledge of the rugged terrain that we're dealing with, which made this process much more difficult. We greatly appreciate the invaluable skill and expertise of the Teton County Search and Rescue Team. We also thank the community of Jackson and the surrounding areas for the hospitality and for accommodating a rapid influx of law enforcement personnel in the area. In order to protect our investigative process and increase probability of successful prosecution should it be necessary, we have no additional comments. We appreciate your cooperation and respect for Gabby's family, loved ones, during this difficult time. Thank you.
So can you please tell us why you led to that campsite in particular as opposed to...
It's an ongoing investigation, sir. We cannot answer those, unfortunately, at this time.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. That little motherfucker did it.
Personally, off the clock, when I talked to them about this story, when I told them the details, when the story began to first gain traction Monday, Tuesday of last week, when I talked to them and I said, this was a couple that went, an engaged couple that went on a cross-country road trip. They were together and they made it all the way from your posting on social media, all the way through to Wyoming, to Utah, to that area of the country. And then the social media trail of breadcrumbs went cold. And Brian returned to the Tampa Bay area, to Northport, Florida, with her van, and Gabby was missing, and Gabby was not part of that trip back here to Florida. The most common response that I got was, this doesn't feel right. That's not good. This doesn't add up. This stinks. That was the response that I got. And as the story progressed over the week, the situation just, it got worse. The video came out from Utah showing that there was a domestic call and that the police here wanted to see if Gabby was safe. During this moment,
I'm going to give out free rocks, y'all. Type in the chat, drop an emoji, or whatever you want if you want some free rocks. This is sad, dude. We all kind of hoped that it was just some big mix-up or something.
investigators are
Here, 200,000 rocks just so everybody has rocks, because it's not going to be a good night. It's not going to be a good night now. So 200,000 rocks for anyone that's new, whatever. It just lets you play the games in the chat. All right, I paid him out. You know what? I'm working on a video, as you guys know, and my video just took a huge turn. I'm probably going to have to re-record a lot of footage, but we are going to, I want to watch, this puts this puts this video into a new perspective. Like, this information puts this video into a new perspective. And this is the dash cam video where they were talking to Gabby and Brian. So this literally, in my opinion, gives us the most information we're going to be able to get to understand what happened until we get more information from the police. But let me just play a couple little engagements from this video, because I've been watching this video a lot lately.
I have this email that was on the passenger seat separated from the mail. Keys are on the hood. You want to tell me what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just...
Oh my God, her dad just moved down to Florida to be closer to her. Who does this little Brian motherfucker think he is? What a cowardly little fuck. Goes back to Florida and just walks around and just, you know, does his thing. You know? You know what he said? Hold on. I got everything right here because I've been working on it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. So look, this is a demon. It's the demon Lucy from Disenchantment. Brian said, when I pondered whether I should do Lucy, all I could hear in the deep recesses of my mind was do it. He always references you know, dark shit. And I know that's Lucy's little catchphrase, but still, this is the one. He said, my biggest fear is that one day I'll wake up and it'll have all been a dream, because that's what every second has felt like since the moment we found each other. Till death do us part, or until I wake up. I'm so happy the answer was yes. Love you, honey. What in the fuck did he do? What did he do? I wish they would have arrested her too. You know, this is why. This is why. You know, I know a lot of people watched this video and they said that Gabby was the aggressor. I disagree. I think that what happened, what we were seeing was a very nasty, evil guy. Because remember what she said. She said, he keeps telling me, I want to do a blog, a travel blog, but he keeps telling me that I can't do it. He was fucking abusive. He had a dark side.
Some days I have really bad OCD, and I was just cleaning and straightening up the back of the van before, and I was apologizing to him and saying...
She was apologizing to him. She always had to feel like she was apologizing,
I'm sorry
right?
that I'm so mean.
I'm sorry I'm so mean. She's not really mean to him, right? This is what happens when the Darvo kicks in these abusive types of relationships. Darvo, deny, then you attack while you reverse the victim offender role, right? So is she really being mean, or is he flipping the role back and forth, which causes her to constantly apologize and constantly feel like she's in the wrong?
Sometimes I have OCD, and sometimes I just get really frustrated. Not like mean towards him. I just like, I guess my vibe is like, I really...
That's normal. That's the challenge when you start to form a long-term relationship, or a relationship that you plan on being long-term. It's a challenge you face, where you have to figure out how the hell that while you're in a good mood, while you're in a bad mood, while you're in a mood where you don't want anyone around you, you've got to figure out how you're going to cope with having a person living with you, sleeping in your bed, being next to you 24/17. It's, you know, people think they're just going to get into a relationship and it's all good. You know, you got to work on that shit even 10, 12 years into it. You got to keep working that shit. And I would imagine you'd have to work it even 20 or 30 years into a relationship. And if you don't, it's going to go bad.
I'm like in a bad mood. And I was just saying, I'm sorry if I'm in a bad mood. I've just been really stressed.
He should let you be in a fucking bad mood. I mean, to me, it sounds like, why do you got to apologize for being in a bad mood? You should just be able to let him know you're in a bad mood, and he'll be like, okay, I'll leave you alone. Put on your headphones, turn on a video while we drive, do whatever you want, right?
So much work I was doing on my computer this morning.
What do you do for a living?
My GWG says, I talked about this in my last stream. I recognize battered women's syndrome. I have it, and that was me before I got treatment and out of the abusive relationship. I'm glad you got out. I'm glad you got out. You know, it just seems like it's all the best things ever when you fall in love and find somebody. But it honestly is just as much work as anything else. And it can go good and it can go bad. It just depends on the person and if you're going to try and work it. I know I get in a bad mood. Rachel gets in bad moods. And, you know, with some days we just have to steer clear of each other a little more. And maybe, you know, because we're going to be sleeping next to each other at the end of the night. We're going to be hanging out throughout the day. And you have to have that time. Now imagine being stuck in a van, traveling all these distances, being stuck in a tent, you know, never being able to walk away. And I would think, you know, seeing the way their relationship was, they seemed like they had a pretty obsessive relationship.
I used to work at an organic juice bar, but I just quit my job. Okay. I was a nutritionist. That's what.
Di says they should have been taken to the cop station. She should have gotten interviewed by a female support officer, as she clearly is distressed and vulnerable due to her mental health issues. Well, I agree. And this is the thing. When I reacted to this video the first time, My take was she was very much in fear. She was very much programmed, very apologetic. But even her body stance looks like she's beaten down. It looks like she's cowering, you know? I don't know how to explain it. I have to watch this through a little more. I have to watch more of the last part because I've only skipped through maybe from here to here. I skipped through. The rest of it I've seen a couple times. Gone through it, listened to things again. There are some things to key in on here. And I am going to have to redo some of my video now that I know she's gone. Just for anyone that just got here, breaking news. The FBI has come out to announce that Gabby Petito has been found. She's deceased. Let me post this on Twitter. The FBI has just announced that Gabby Petito has been found. She is deceased with no information on the manner of death. Well, Gabby's been found. We all knew this. We all knew this. Now all bets now are on whether Brian Laundrie has taken off, whether he is like running. Now though, once they find the body, they're going to have more resources than what they originally had, because you got to imagine the search for Brian Laundrie would have been a search for a missing person up until they found the body or found any trace of violence or trace of something to lead them down that thought process. You know, the Constitution, innocent until proven guilty, that puts law enforcement, the FBI, in vulnerable position because they cannot violate the rights of Brian Laundrie until there's sufficient evidence that you have committed a crime. And when you commit a crime, it is what takes away that protection, those rights that you're given, and gives the law enforcement the ability to go and actually pursue you. And that's why you have to have warrants. That's why you have to have, that's why you saw the police not being able to do anything when Brian lawyered up. You know, they always say they need a body in order to be able to charge somebody. And in very, very few cases, I think, have they ever gotten a conviction or tried to charge somebody when they don't have a body. I'm telling you, though, they're going to be going full-on manhunt for this motherfucker now. But a lot of people, and let me pull this up, there's a lot of weird stuff bouncing around. Now, some of this you may have to take with a grain of salt due to the fact that this is being shared by independent personnel. But let me see here. I've got, here we go. I have a tweet that says that Brian could have hurt himself. I'm just trying to find it. If I can't find it, I can get it from my Twitter. But that tweet is where they're basically saying, Brian, they're searching for Brian. They had helicopters, they had dogs. Here we go. And this was released just earlier today. When I posted it on my Twitter, it was only put up for 4 minutes before. It says, the Northport police confirm Brian Laundrie's family picked up the Mustang from Carlton Reserve. It's unsure who the vehicle is registered to. Police say there's a chance that he hurt himself there. Why would the police say that, right? Now, again, without finding his body, they're not going to know if he just staged it or if he did do it. And so it puts everybody in this really bad situation, but we kind of knew this. Let's see, Carlton Reserve. Would that have to be in Florida? Let's try to take a look at Carlton Reserve. I just want to, you know, I'm weird about things. I'm strange. I like to go into Google Earth and actually, hold on. Yeah, here it is. Wow, we are zooming right into it. Carlton Reserve. Let's get some music going here because I want to see how big this place is. And I want to get a feel for the search for Brian Laundrie because that search has definitely been put up. It's been escalated here in the last few minutes. All this is breaking. All this is just now happening. So, okay. Very swampy area, looks like. I know there's a lot of alligators. People were talking about that when they mentioned the reserve. Okay, so we got a map of the reserve here. Hold on, let me get myself in here. Sorry, guys, I was recording earlier, and sometimes when I record, I have to turn off my camera. Okay, so yeah, this is a pretty big area. Very swampy. Very swampy area. Okay, so here we go. Memorial Reserve. Let's get oriented north. Oh, Lord. Look at this area. Wow, okay. Okay, so this is a very big area. You can tell that that's a tree. So the car is very small. Let's just pick a spot inside the reserve. So here's where it's, okay, so this river might cut into it. Okay. Let's pick a spot here in the reserve and actually drop in and just see what it looks like.
But mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
I mean, if you could imagine somebody just walking back with a backpack into this reserve, it'd be hella cray. I want to find a little, like, picture bubble. Those picture bubbles are really nice. Doesn't look like we have any. So here's another northern part of a preserve. Just a swampy kind of marshy area is what it looks like. I don't like it. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. Is it Monday? I thought it was No Rules Sunday. Better be No Rules Sunday. How long did they know where and when to go to get the car? Yeah, I don't have any idea. I doubt the family gave up much information. And you know what it looks like to me? That they tried to give their son a head start. You know? Now, at first, it was that they had talked to Brian Tuesday, though it turned into later that they had to go to get his vehicle. So that's a little strange. And so they picked up his vehicle. They didn't think it was strange. I mean, maybe Brian wasn't talking to him. I doubt he has a cell phone with him. Now, the thing about that reserve, if he does take his life in that reserve, there are alligators and wildlife there that could just make his body just disappear. So, it is. You're right, Shaz. It's Monday in Australia, and happy Monday to all my Australian friends out there. I have to visit Australia sometimes. You guys talk so highly of the place, and it looks so gorgeous, especially New Zealand. Oh, my heavens. New Zealand is gorgeous. Australia also. But New Zealand is just one of those mountainous, gorgeous mountainous areas. Really, this is our best clue to the relationship and the personalities of Gabby and Brian. And so, I definitely want to go through a little more of this video and get a feeling for these people. How in the hell, how in the world did she end up dying? How did he end up doing this to her? And I know some of you are going to say, well, there's no evidence right now that Brian murdered her. And you're right, but, well, at least we don't have any. Though it's this behavior after leaving her death. Obviously, he was with her when she died, right? Because I always said, let's say they got into a fight and she said, I'm out of here. I don't want to be around you anymore. and she just left. She just walked away. Well, there's no fear there. There's nothing to fear. There's no reason to need a lawyer. If you walked away from her, then what are you worried about? You know, in your mind, she could have gotten in a car with someone else. She could have met some friends. She could have met some new people. She could have been traveling or camping with a couple. Who knows, right? So the thing, though, that's really crazy is the fact that there's been a lot of disappearances and a lot of murders in that area. And I've been getting people that have been, you know, turning other murders and stuff into me, asking me if I'd cover it. And I'm going to cover some of them for sure. But the gators must have gotten food poisoning off of him. Oh, man. He's just one. I don't like him. I said it the whole time. And I know there were some people out there who got mad at me for holding that stance. But honestly, I just could tell in looking at the way he interacted with the police and in the way she interacted with the police, there is a big disconnect there. And I could tell. But anyway, I want to hear a little more of this, and I want to get a feeling. I want to get a feeling for Gabby's mental state and his mannerism.
Okay, that's my job, cool. And I just quit my job to travel across the country, and I'm trying to start a blog.
Notice she inhales really deeply after saying that. Obviously, she's been taken after mentioning her blog, and then listen to what she says.
I have a lot of stuff, so I've been building my website, so I've just been really stressed, and he doesn't really believe that I could do any of it, so that's kind of been like I don't know, he's like down there. I don't know, we've just been fighting all morning. And
oh, you can hear it in her voice, and you can tell when she gets taken, when she inhales, you can tell it's hitting her. That emotional impact because he's not supporting her. I keyed in on that last time.
And he wouldn't let me in the car before. And then
Why wouldn't he let you in the car? Because of your OCD?
He told me I needed to calm down. Yeah. But I'm perfectly calm. I'm calm all the time. And he really stresses me out. And this is rough.
How in the world how did he do this? What did he do? Menace said he could have pushed her off a cliff. He could have pushed her down. I don't know, like... I don't know. He does. He does look creepy, Lasher. He does. I was kind of centering in on that. Definitely.
Well, why don't we do this? Why don't I sit you down in the backseat of my car? You're not...
Oh, yeah, August. Yes, she's got tattoos here and tattoos up here. She's got these rings and such. I mean, there's no way they're not going to be able to... They know it's her. I mean, you could tell from the press conference. In fact, let's jump back over. I just want to see... Let me do a quick search and see what else is being talked about. Jesus, this is the worst case. I had no clue it would happen this fast. I had no idea it could have happened this fast. All right, let me see if I can pull up any live video. What a monster. He is a monster, dude. He could have picked up a rock, anything, man. He's a fucking monster.
Oh, I know here that there are folks who are joining us here that are just finding us here. We had a moment of silence earlier for Gabby Petito, and these images here. What I think now what we're gonna do is we've been showing this video enough. Can we not all agree? And our system here, our video system here, just kind of immediately goes into autoplay mode. So what we're gonna do here, folks, is we're gonna put away this video for unless we need it later. We're gonna put
human remains, likely Gabby.
Searches for Gabby get underway. Her family has become increasingly vocal in the calls for him to talk and for the public to be on the lookout. Again, bringing you this breaking news coverage. A body has been found near the search site for Gabby Petito. Again, the The body's identity has not yet been confirmed, but there will be a live press briefing in about 15 minutes from now, and we will bring that to you live here on Live Now from Fox. Let's still get a listen in on this body cam footage from...
Oh, the parents. Those poor, poor parents. What in the world, man? You're a monster, Brian.
Released earlier in the
You're
week.
a monster. He was lying. I mean, he was just straight lying in that video. I'll show you guys here in a minute.
With her description.
God, the news media is horrible anymore.
He drives away. That's it, none of, you know, I can't make sense of that, but you know, that very well could have happened. How do you get to her remains being in the same general area of the van than him driving the van back to empty to Florida? And I don't know, you know, I hope he is recovered. I hope he is found alive, but he might not be alive anymore. You know, unfortunately, he has not been heard from. His family says they haven't heard from him since Tuesday. So,
bullshit.
You know, he would be obviously, his information would be, that would be the best thing for authorities to have, and they've been saying that all along. But I don't even know, you know, if he's going to be found alive.
I doubt it. He's going to take the coward's way out. He's going to just dip out. He's going to go down to hell. Hang out with those demons he kept talking about.
Our viewer, Six Salt, says without the video from the couple, they wouldn't have found him today. I don't know that. You know, what I don't know what that...
all around. I mean, even the first responders, I feel bad. Somebody just made a comment about choking back tears, the guy who was doing the press conference. Imagine finding someone.
This specific area is known to have a very large population of grizzly bears. So people that camp there have to follow very specific protocols related to the grizzly bears. They have it has beautiful views though. So I'll play this for you.
A white van that had Florida plates, a small white van. We were going to stop and say hi because we're from Florida too, but the van was completely dark. There was nobody there. So we decided to continue on our way.
So this is what they had to like search through today. Like if you're thinking about the last couple days that they've had to search all of this area.
Yeah, the van looked like it was pretty much...
You know, I really like the fact that we have rights in this world, and then there is
first campground. I probably should have put that in there.
Look at all these YouTube creators. I don't even know anything about them.
Lost her life.
I mean, that's it. There it is.
60 seconds. I want everyone to file in their hashtag HeyJB comments, whether you want to pass along a prayer for Gabby, a prayer for the Petito family.
Any trouble?
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up, you soulless news broadcaster guy.
I'm not going to be putting handcuffs on you. You obviously don't have any weapons.
Okay, we left off at around 28 minutes when we were watching this a night or two ago. So let's try to just center in right around here. And then I kind of want to get a better feel for Brian and the way he was talking. So let's go to where Brian, they start talking to Brian, and I just need to process this for a second.
Take pictures of him? Yeah?
No, I haven't done any of that yet.
Brian, unfortunately, in the state of Utah, we don't have discretion on some things. Like, for example, if I pull you over for speeding.
I want to go where they talked to him earlier.
You grab the steering wheel and like swerve or anything like that?
No. I didn't touch the steering wheel at all.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and close this door again. Do you have enough air back here, or do you want me to kick it up some more?
Do you have any water?
I will see if I can find some.
Okay, no worries. Thank you.
She is so sad. Oh my gosh. She's so sad. He's not even affected. He doesn't even give a shit.
Gentlemen. Yeah. And she got marks on her too. We're just trying to figure out what all happened. And I know you probably already told your story. This officer.
I don't want to go too far back, but we've been in Beyond Land for the past week or so, traveling around, and the flies here are pretty intense. So the flies.
See what I'm saying? Like, you got to really look at where his mind is going. All right,
It's definitely been getting to her, and then my feet are dirty and everything. So I think that our little squabble started because we were hanging out at the coffee shop, and when we got back to the van, there was some dirt and stuff in the van, and I moved our food around.
You notice how she said she was cleaning up? A minute ago, we heard her say that she was cleaning up. GoPro footage of Petito's van in Grand Teton. Thank you, Di. Let me see if I can get that. Let me see if I can grab it. Sometimes it'll fuck with me if I try to copy. It's doing it. Let me grab the last. Yeah, let me just get after the YouTube. There we go. So then I can do YouTube.com and then paste. There it is. Shit. Give me the last part of it, if you will. Give me the last part of that link. Well, hold on. I might be able to search it. Raw GoPro footage of Gabby Petito van. I got it.
Alright, so we're here trying to find our spot on this bumpy ass road. Yeesh, yeesh, yeesh.
Just found out from another channel, Brian was active on Insta today, but didn't post anything. Well, I got to show you something, all right? Let's look at this video, and then I'm going to show you something.
See what happens. It's a pretty good road. It's just got big river rock in it.
Should be coming up.
What? Hurry up, hurry up!
Where the fuck's the timestamp? Yeah, do we have a timestamp of where they pass the van? Because they just pass it, don't they? Right here, right here, right here. There it is. Okay. All right, now. You can actually, let's go full screen. It'll make it easier to see it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Wish I could move one frame at a time. There supposedly is a pair of shoes back here. And if you look, it does look weighted. Menace was making the point that the van looks like it's got a couple hundred extra pounds in it. Because if you look at just looking at how low it is. Let's see if we can get the 4K version here. Oh my God, so much better. So much better. Good Lord. Wow, look at the detail. Holy shit. All right, so let's go back like right here. All right, and then let's go down to 0.25. Shoes right there, you can see them. You can see them almost perfectly. Yep, a pair of shoes right there. Let me do this. All right, now let's zoom in on it. If you look right here. Yep, you can see them. Let's do it like this. All right, let's move this. And if we zoom in, right there, you can see the outline of shoes. Right here. See them? Now, those are 2 pairs of shoes, okay? Those are 2. If you look, you can see this is the strap of a sandal, and then this is the strap of a sandal right here, okay? And these are just one set of shoes, so there's 2 shoes there. Now, there's not another pair. So basically, some people said that these could be Gabby's shoes, but other people said they might be Brian's. They do look male to me. I do think they look male. Maybe not, though. But the thing about this, there's nobody in here. So it's either somebody's in here or else... If you look at this hole. Look at this hole right here. Wouldn't it be weird? Wouldn't it be strange if it ended up like this being the area where they found her body? So that would mean he carried her like really far back. Now this kind of fit. This is the 27th, I believe. Let's see here. August 27th at around 6 p.m. from the Grand Teton. We passed a white van. Both Kyle and I recognized that they had Florida plates. We from Florida and wanted to stop and say hi, but the van was dark and it didn't look like there was anybody there. We kept going and eventually left the parked up front of the gravel area. Today I got a comment from somebody on Insta saying, please tell your 10K followers about finding Gabby. I didn't think much of it. I knew we were in the Teton area around the 25th, but wasn't sure on which day. Tonight, I was editing our Sunday video, and it was our August 27th footage. I paused my editing and went to lay in bed. I opened Facebook and saw that someone had tagged me in a story asking me to check all my videos from the 25th to the 27th. I instantly got a bone-chilling feeling. I leapt up, ran to my laptop, watched the rest of the footage, and sure enough, her van was in the video. We saw the National Park Service post an update that they were looking at activity in the Spread Creek area of the Tetons. The reason why I'm sharing this is because we left to go to the gravel lot, got a message from somebody on Insta saying they saw us drive through Spread Creek, and now are following us, watching our videos, and we have our logo on the back of the bus with social media stickers. I thought that if other people in the area that they saw us and started watching our videos, they may watch this one and realize that they may have seen Gabby Petito or Jason Laundrie, you got the names wrong, Brian Laundrie, Gabby Petito, in the area that day and could lead investigators to find Gabby. This is what cracked the case and brought Gabby home. God bless you from coming forward. The universe places people in the right place at the right time. The body matches her description. It's all tragic. One more time here. Did I go too far? Should be right up here, shouldn't it? Well, look, though. If you look, it's just a big field. I want to go to Google Earth and figure out where this is. It's a swampy area back there. What in the Sam hell is that van doing parked there? Spread Creek? Grand Teton Spread Creek. Let's see what we can find. Let's see if we can find it. Body was found further front left in the field, approximately 1 mile ahead on the left. Really? Holy shit. Yeah, one pair. That was one pair, definitely. All right, let me pull up Google Earth. Now it was Spread Creek. Spread Creek. A creek in Wyoming. All right, now here's Spread Creek. And here's Teton. Okay, wait a minute. Spread Creek. Spread Creek, okay. Spread Creek. Take me there again. Okay. Okay. So here's where we were looking the other day. Right here. All right. Here, I want my live chat. Let me grab my live chat. All right. So, Spread Creek. This should be Spread Creek. Hold on a minute. Doesn't that look familiar already? Wait, whoa. How much you want to bet? How did he kill her? I want to know how he killed her. All right. Spread Creek. Spread Creek, and it goes up and meets Snake. Remember, he was in Snake River. He was hitchhiking from Snake River. Now, they dropped him off at Jackson Dam. So here's Snake. And Spread Creek meets Snake River right here. Why did we think this was Snake River? This is also called Snake River. Oh, I see. Snake River goes down into here. And I'll bet you money it comes out somewhere. Yeah, Snake River. Right here. Is this also Snake River? Spread Creek. That many rocks about the ground, you got plenty of ways to get somebody over the head and cause terrible end. Very true, man. Very true. Is that the road? Looks like it's blocked off. One way or... I want to know. I want to know where they found the van. Because it looks like if you're going to drive by Spread Creek, you're going to take this road right here. This like little dirt offshoot. And this could be the road that dude was driving on in that video. Spread Creek. Now here, let's go back a little bit. Before he gets to the van. And that's just such a little... It's a little dirt road. It's a dirt road. It's not even like a... You know, he was doing something really... He was doing something he wasn't supposed to do out here on this road. Straight up. There's that little pull-off, okay? So there's a pull-off right here where it looks like there's like people parked. Okay, it's a little circular pull-off. A little circular pull-off. So if you're going to drive up this... It gets really, yeah, the road gets really, one side. Huh. This looks like it's blocked off. There we go, look. I wonder if you can see that little like spread out creek over here on the side like it is there. And then this completely ends here. So Spread Creek, this is the only way to drive by Spread Creek really. Yeah. Okay, so there's really not much of a, other than this spot and this big open spot here. And then it leads up to where that little spot is. So if this is the case, then this means Gabby's van would have been right there. Right there. So let's take a ride on that road again and see. Oh, I Google Earth VR. I got Google Earth 3D right here. They were traveling east. Yeah, they were going east. Misha, you're right.
See what happens. It's a pretty good road. It's just got big river rock in it.
Okay. So when we go back and look, we want to kind of look, see if we can find these little features. All right. So here would be that turnaround I was just talking about, because there's that red vehicle.
Shut that thing in there.
All right, so it's just a circular indentation here, and it comes out right there. It comes out, and then it also has a pull-off right here. Yep. Okay, so it comes out and it also has a pull-off right there. I swear that's it. I swear that's it. Look, you go in, it comes out, a little pull off right here. But let's look at it one more time. Yeah, it's got two sides to the road. Yep. That looks about right. So it's curved. There's a little curve. Going around a little curve, then you're going to even back out. And then right when you get to this cut around, the van's parked in this little cutout. The van's parked in that little cutout. Okay, so it goes left, and then it turns up, and then right when it goes around, there's like a, right here. You in between the trees, yep, right here. It goes right, then it goes left, and then it straightens out. Let's go back a little more, just a little bit. All right, it's going straight. About 20 meters. You got a little cut to the left. Then you're going straight. 20 more meters or so, and then you turn right. And you're straightened out. It kind of curves to the right a little bit. It curves to the right a little more. Okay, so then right up front of it, there's a spot here to turn around, and then it goes straight and it goes left. Check Discord. Let me see here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, bam. Right there. Yeah. That's exactly where we thought it was. Yup. Okay. So we got an image in that looks almost exactly like this spot right here. No, hold up. $43, $46, $37, $7. 32, 43, 46, 32, 7, 43, 36, 32. Okay. And then 110, 29, 54. 110, 29, 54. Right there. $43, $46, $40, 32 north. 110, 29, 54. 110, 29, 54. Yeah, right here. Right here. Yeah, and it's right after. The only difference is in that picture, it's like this. So it'd be right there. Shoot. Yep. There it is. Holy shit. And then it says that, like, right out here is where the body was found, like right here. Yep, straight down and over to, like, right there. Show the picture. Yeah, right here. Yep. And then there's the creek. Let me flip back over to north here. And then there's the end. This is where he would have cut. And then he turned around. It's like a camping area. What in the hell happened? What happened? Oh my God, it's going to drive me crazy. This is going to drive me up the wall. Right around here. Do you have anything we can look at here? We just have one little spot right there we can look at. So this image, this little spot in the creek right here is literally like very, very, very close to where she was found. Like, she would have just been found, like, right up from here in this creek bed. She's been out there for weeks. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we have her basically like right up here. No, I'm sorry. Right up here. Right up here is where they were parked at. And then out here in this creek bed. And if we look, we've got that little picture bubble that shows what the creek's like. Oof. We've got new statement from Laundrie family attorney. The news about Gabby Petito is heartbreaking. The Laundrie family prays for Gabby and her family. FBI Denver 2 hours ago. Our law enforcement partners provide an update to the investigation into Petito's disappearance. Craig Thomas Discovery Visitor Center, Grand Teton National Park, Grand Teton National Park Services. The live update has concluded. We'll share a recording soon. Our statement is attached. We have no additional comment. We thank the public for generous support of the investigation. It says, the FBI Denver field office and its Wyoming resident agencies, in coordination with the National Park Services, U.S. Forest Service, Teton County Service, and Jackson Police, have been conducting investigative activity in the vicinity of Spread Creek, dispersed camping area in the Bridger-Teton National Forest. Today, the search revealed human remains consistent with the description of Gabrielle Gabby Petito. Full forensic identification has not been completed, and we do not yet know the cause of death. We appreciate your patience as we work through the process. The FBI and our partners extend our heartfelt condolences to Gabby's family and loved ones. It's an incredibly difficult time for them, and our thoughts are with them as they mourn the loss of their daughter. The vicinity around Spread Creek dispersed camping area remains closed to the public until further notice. This is an active and ongoing investigation, so we ask the public to maintain distance from any law enforcement personnel, equipment, vehicle, and their related activity for the safety of the public in these remote areas, and to respect the privacy of Gabby's family and to protect the integrity of our work. FBI Denver extends our gratitude to partners at the National Park Service, U.S. Forest Service, Teton County Sheriff, Teton County Search and Rescue, and Jackson Police Department for their collaboration and diligence in the investigation. We also thank the community of Jackson and the surrounding areas for your hospitality and accommodation. We appreciate the public support and valuable tips you've been submitting. We continue to seek information from anyone who utilized the Spread Creek dispersed camping area between the dates of August 27th till the 30th, and who may have contact with Gabby or her boyfriend or may have seen their vehicle. We will share any additional updates or requests for assistance from the public as appropriate. We appreciate your coordination and respect for Gabby's family and loved ones. Let me go ahead and save that. I'm going to need that for my video tomorrow. FBI Denver statement after conference. All right, we got it. Jesus, it's so sad. This is so sad, dude. This is depressing. This is incredibly depressing. Narcissists are the worst kind of people. No empathy. No care. They care so much if you hurt their feelings or if you do something they don't like. But when it comes to someone else, they just don't give a shit. Right here, look. There's Spread Creek. That's exactly what we were looking at right there. See how it's circled? Holy shit. Right there. Spread Creek, Denver, FBI, request map. And look what they got marked. So this was what we were... See that little spot right here? That's what we were looking at. Right here. See? Where we were looking at on the Google map, right? Now, if you look at the FBI's picture, that spot right there. Right here. They got 5, 6, and 7 marked. So they got 7 marked, and it's out in Spread Creek. Number 7 is out in Spread Creek. What are all these little triangles? Do you guys know what the triangles are? Die. Okay. I'm going there right now. Hey, if you want to support us, I haven't mentioned it all stream, like the video. We are demonetized for this topic, so you can share the video. And you can support our show at paypal.me/UNIRock. And you guys know that these live streams I do are, and they basically go toward the videos that I upload on UNIRock too. And I've been putting a lot of time and effort into the recent videos, so we haven't had as many uploads as normal, but please make sure you've got the bell rung on UNIRock too, because you're about to get hit with some uploads, and they're going to be good. They're going to be good. Okay, it looks like Brian Etten, someone said, Dice said he's live right now outside of the house. He is. Oh, he's not live anymore, but he just was. Okay, I'm going to retweet it, and let's take a look at it.
My photographer. So we're back outside Brian Laundries' house. Obviously, my photographer and I were just talking. Heartbreaking news. I want to send our condolences to the Petito family. Really just was hoping that that's not what we were going to find out. People asking about where I am right now. So I explained earlier, the police have closed off the street. We don't know if it's anticipation of something happening out here, but they're not allowing the media to park on the street or be in the street in front of the house. You see there's a bunch of people over there. We were able to become friends with a neighbor here. So we're on private property with his permission. So we're allowed to be right where we are, which is how we're in this spot. So the latest out here is the Laundrie family attorney released a statement about 10 minutes ago. I was just on News Nation with that right when I got it, basically expressing their condolences, which obviously for a lot of people in this area is, going to be upsetting and not sit well with them, considering Laundrie's parents are still inside this house right here, we're really close to right now, in the neighbor's yard. The fact that they still haven't really cooperated with police besides talking to them about the disappearance of their son. So it was interesting to read that lawyer's
their son most likely is dead too.
Statement, and then think about the fact that
I'm not defending them, but
they still haven't really.
Hopefully they didn't do anything to aid him. That would be, the bad thing if they aided him.
Situation much. Yeah, the neighbor, I'm very appreciative of the neighbor, or we would have really been in a bad position. We would have been far away. Yeah, people are asking what the neighbors think. So a lot of the neighbors are not happy with the Laundries. You know, you've got signs in some people's yards. Yeah, so. So if something happens here, we'll be right here, and like we've got our camera here for News Nation, so it'll be on News Nation. We'll have like this view, and then we can move out in the yard here. So we should be able to capture anything if something does happen at the house.
Brian is most likely dead as well. Yeah, I think so. I think so. What did he do to her? How? What? Evil. Oh, it's so evil, man. There's real evil in this world. It's unfathomable.
So the search for Brian today came up with nothing. They spent the day at the Wildlife Reserve, which is about 10 minutes from here. We were there this afternoon.
Chimera says, in my opinion, if the parents had not aided, they would have reported him missing before the cops came in with a warrant.
You know, they didn't come up with anything. They had a plane in the air, helicopter, drones, ATVs again. It was very, very wet out there. The weather wasn't good. It's massive. It's like 24,000 acres.
Oh, God.
For the people who just got on here, I'll just kind of repeat myself. Like, obviously, first of all,
So do you think that, I mean, if Laundrie's alive, he's just camping out, trying to avoid any helicopter seeing him?
Photographer Luis and I want to express our condolences to the Petito family. We're back outside Brian Laundrie's house now. Police have shut down the road. That's why you don't see any media cars. They're not allowing media to really stand in front of the house, so we're on the side of the house. Really, really nice neighbor agreed to let us stay here, which we're very, very close. Someone's asking, is this going to turn into a manhunt now?
Yeah.
We don't know the answer to that yet. Northport Police put out a statement saying that, obviously sending their condolences to the Petito family. They did not reference whether this is still sort of a missing person investigation.
No,
or
definitely not.
Whether this will turn.
It's definitely not a missing person anymore. Definitely a manhunt.
So I'm going to get off here in a few minutes here. We have another live shot on News Nation at 7:30 Eastern. So definitely check out News Nation for all of our full reports tonight. Thank you guys for, being with us on this sad story and journey. Someone's asking if we can get down the road. We had to park down the street and then walk to this spot where we're at.
Oh my God.
But the parents are definitely still inside. Apparently the mom came out earlier while we were at the search site, the park. One of my colleagues told me she came out briefly, but then went back inside. Okay, I'm gonna get off here because I gotta get ready for News Nation, but I'll be back on News Nation in like 5 or 10 minutes. I'll talk to you guys later.
Within the hour, the FBI said investigators have found a body in the search area that fits Petito's description. News Nation's Brian Laundries is standing by with new developments, but first, we want you to hear how the FBI described the case. This just happened moments ago.
Earlier today, human remains were discovered, consistent with the description of Gabby Petito. Full forensic identification has not been completed to confirm 100% that we found Gabby, but her family has been notified of this discovery.
This comes just hours after new video surfaced showing what appears to be Petito's van, just days after she made her final contact with her family. News Nation correspondent Brian Laundries has been on this story all week. He joins us now live in Florida, where the fiance of Gabby is believed to be Brian Laundries. All right, Brian Laundries, let us know the reaction.
I mean, just heartbreaking to learn this, to think of what Gabby Petito's family must be going through. They were so hopeful up until this morning that she might be found alive, and now we learn, according to the FBI, that they have found a body that fits the description of Gabby Petito in Teton National Park. That is in Wyoming, a massive, massive national park. They made the discovery this afternoon. I spoke with the coroner in Teton County, Wyoming, earlier today. He told me that the body was discovered in a very rural part of the park. But I want you to look at this video. You mentioned it earlier, and this is very, very interesting and could be pivotal. There are bloggers, a family of bloggers that were in the park and spotted this van back on August 27th, and you can see it in their video here. They released their video publicly this morning, and then the FBI discovered the body in the same area, we believe, this afternoon. So there very well may be a connection there, and these bloggers may have been pivotal into helping find Gabby Petito's body. But again, obviously just heartbreaking to learn this. Listen to what the FBI said earlier.
On behalf of the FBI personnel and our partners, I would like to extend sincere and heartfelt condolences to Gabby's family. Joe and Tara Petito and Jim and Nicole Schmidt. As every parent can imagine, this is an incredibly difficult time for the family and friends. Our thoughts and prayers are with them. We ask that you all respect the privacy as they mourn the loss of their daughter.
Okay, and so while this search was happening in Wyoming today, there was another search happening here in Northport, Florida, a massive wildlife reserve about 10 minutes from the fiance Brian Laundries' house where we are now. They searched all day by air. They had swamp buggies out, ATVs, airboats, searching for Brian Laundries. That is the last place they believe that he may have been, but that search turned up nothing. Gabby Petito's fiance, Brian Laundries, is still missing right now. Aaron?
Yeah, Brian, any reaction outside of that home, inside of that home? Have you seen anything that's happening there at Laundries' home after the news broke that a body consistent with that of Gabby Petito has been found?
Well, let me show you, because things have changed out here. The police, since this news happened this afternoon, have closed off the road. Before, you would have seen media cars all parked here up and down the street and a ton of reporters. They've now closed off the road and said that no media can be in front of the house right here. So that is a big development since this happened. We're told that there may be more officers coming into this area. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here. We know Brian Laundries' parents are still inside the house behind me.
All right, now you talked about how big.
Have they executed a search warrant yet to see if Brian's hiding in there?
Of an area Grand Teton National Park is, it's 485 square miles. But we're also talking about a distance here, Brian Laundries, of Wyoming to Florida. This is a very expansive search. Any clue on how investigators are handling what's happening in Wyoming, as well as a second missing persons case out of Florida to try to find this person of interest in Brian Laundries?
Well, now that it appears Gabby Petito has been found, of course, the focus now is going to be on Brian Laundrie. And does this remain a missing persons case, or does this become now a manhunt? We have asked the police that, Northport Police, who are the head agency on all of this. They haven't responded quite yet. But yes, they are looking now for Brian Laundrie. His parents in the house behind me told police that he was at this wildlife reserve hiking on Tuesday, and that was the last time that they saw him. They didn't report that to police until Friday. So police have been focusing on the wildlife reserve, but even police have said they're trying to corroborate the parents' story. They're not even sure whether or not they believe the parents. Could Brian Laundrie not even be in that area and be somewhere totally else? We just don't know right now.
Very quickly, Brian, before you go, I want to make one more reference to the press conference. No questions were taken, but did they mention a cause of death?
They did not mention a cause of death, and they were very clear, the FBI, that the description of the body matched Gabby Petito, but they still have to do a forensic analysis of the body.
Brian Enton standing by, will be here throughout the next 2 hours here on News Nation Prime. Brian will check back with you momentarily.
Do you think the blogger drove by her body? Do you think the blogger could have driven by her body?
This just coming out on the world of social media. This is on Twitter from Gabby's father, Joe Petito. You can see a picture of Gabby with hashtag Gabby Petito. She touched the world.
Oh my God. Is Gabby trending? Brian is trending. Brian is trending right now with 136,000 tweets. Rest in peace.
Was shot at point blank range shortly after the September 11th.
Rest in peace is trending. Let's see what else we've got. Let me just show you. So we've got Brian, 136,000 tweets. It's under government institutions. FBI Denver. Rest in peace, trending in government institutions. That's from her Instagram. That's a really good picture. She was really good. Really good with photography. What else we got? Trending Gabby. Authorities say they found human remains consistent with the description of Gabby Petito. She was reported missing on September 11th. Right there. How do you find Gabby's body and lose her boyfriend? Right here. There it is. Let's go in there in Google Earth. I want to look right there. Right there. There it is. Okay, so it's away from the V. So away from the V, up around the curve, right there. Yep, and remember when I was looking for it? On the guy's video, there's that spot we found. You go straight, you go left, and then you straighten out, and then bam, right there. And so they're saying that the body was found way out here. Way out there. Right at the end of Spread Creek. So you go all the way to the end of Spread Creek and right around here. So did he walk through all this? He parked here? He parked like right here and walked all the way out, and he left her right here. So this is where she would have been. And there's such a big, massive amount of space between the lake. Remember, they were looking in the Jenny Lake. So Jenny Lake is right here. Jenny Lake, that giant lake we were looking at the other night. And if you go straight out from Jenny Lake, wham, right over here to Spread Creek. Right here. So this is like, this is it right here in this small little area is where the body was. God, I wish we could see it better. Maybe if we look from like right here. We look from like right... Okay, we want to look way out to the field, like straight out. She would have been right around here, okay? You can kind of see the area. There's the road. See that tree line? There's the road leading way up there. She would have been out there. You gotta be, are you being serious? Tell you, man, slow play, zoomed out version of the video and look on the right side of the road. All right. Let's do it. All right. This is a video you talking about, Strike? You're talking about this one, right? All right, we're in 4K. Are you mean when they park past the van? You're talking about as the blogger approaches the van, look on the right side of the road behind a tree. Okay, okay. Gotcha. It does look weird, doesn't it? Are you talking about what we just saw? That white looking right here. Are we talking about this? The tree that just left the frame. I think it's on the left. Oh, look, let's just roll real nice and slow until we hit this van, okay? Let's just go real nice and slow and just see what we see. Okay. Hold up. I'm pretty good at this kind of shit, so just give me 1 second. I know what I'm doing, okay? Let's do this the right way. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I need to get rid of my ugly mug. Hard to tell. I don't know. If you're talking right here. It could just be a part of that tree is cut. Yeah, I'm not sure. I doubt it. I doubt there's a person on the right side. Unless I'm looking at the wrong shit. But it does look like that door opens or something. Let me actually look at that. Large stump left of the van. Then you see a stump on Google Maps as well. Well, it's a 4K video, thank God. So we've got the, like, I could download the 4K version of it. I'm not going to do that while I'm streaming. And 4K has a shit ton of detail. So you could literally zoom into like every part of this video if you download the 4K version. Fuck, I'm getting hungry, man. Hold up. I'm going to check my PayPal. I might try to order some food if we're going to stream for a little while longer. Or I might go off the air, eat something, and come back on, or who knows. Okay. Now. So we got a couple possible things. People basically are saying they see weird shit in this video. And thank God it's 4K, which is extremely high detail. But, you know, we can zoom in at each little part of this and be able to see what's there and what's not there. So I'm just going to keep a look on the left and the right. J for Justice. All right, let me go pull up J for Justice really quick. Right now? What video am I looking at? Is it the newest video?
Around all these trees. I mean, there was no cars here or anything, so I don't know. We figured they were looking either for a lost person in the park or whatnot, but it was between 6 and 7 last night. And this morning we woke up at 7:30. My wife let me know there was a bunch of cop cars out here, so we came out. We saw them, the FBI, you know, a bunch of dogs. So it didn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what they were looking for.
Knowing that there's possible national case where everybody is looking for Brian and Gabby, just can you guys believe it's right here happening in your own backyard?
No, this is surprising. I mean, we knew that the individual lived close to here. I was talking to Jason this morning, and then come to find out there is a reserve right out here. He is an outdoor enthusiast, so you know, it's no coincidence he could be out here.
All right. So I don't know if this is gonna help us or anything, but hey, they're live now. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Let me ditch this filter. Okay. Now, this is not the right screenshot.
Oh, will do, Susan. You didn't have to do that, but much appreciated.
It's so blurry when I screenshot it.
Thank you. Okay, so supposedly J for Justice found something, and you guys know I'm a video editing wizard. So I could pull anything. And we've got the timestamp. You can see him against a tree on the right side of the road, but further away. Not a close-up. Okay. Well, we'll take a look. And actually, I might try to download the source 4K video. If we look at it and we see something of interest and we just can't tell, I can always go download the source 4K video and then process it. And it will give us a shit ton of detail. It won't be like the downgraded. But anyway, let's go ahead and pull that up. Let's see what J for Justice finds real fast. And then we'll process it in ourselves and we'll keep this moving. Here we go. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so J for Justice supposedly has us something. Let's take a look.
No, I'm not on my phone. I'm on my computer. Slowing all this. Yes. Okay. For the announcement when they're going to announce the next. This police department is not well rehearsed on baby. And just keep so I can show you guys. So damn it. It was good. All right, so let's get rid of this. And then this is the screenshot. Now, right here. Right here is what I'm looking at. Right in there.
That the body was around that area. The body was out that way.
Okay. Can you see that? Did I finally get it right? See that?
Okay, above that bush.
Yeah. Now that you know where I'm looking, take a look at this. Okay, so we all see that thing and you're like, oh, it could be a twig. I thought the same thing. I thought the same damn thing. But watch. Hang on. I'm going to do this the best quality that I can. And then we're going to watch Josh. Okay. Here we go. Now I'm going to play this super slow. Watch in that area and tell me what you think. Let's move back to 126. Here we go. And we're going super slow. Super slow-mo. That open field is where we're looking. See? Do you see that? Did you see that?
See what?
He bent down like he's frickin' digging. Keep your eye over there. You see that black thing all through this trip. This whole drive down. Did you see him? See his bald head? Holy hell.
I
Nope,
want to.
look.
I want to see it. I
Look.
want to see it. I want to see it, Jay. I want to see it, Jay.
The
Show
bald
me.
head is there. Watch. Go back 2 seconds.
This is right before the
Now-
van, right?
See where the dead tree is? Like, the bottom of the tree is dead. See that? I wish I had
Okay.
a fucking pointer. But listen,
Okay.
see the dead tree.
I like.
Look
I wish I
right
had a
to the
fucking
left.
Pointer. I like.
And
it.
you see, like, an open area with one tree in the middle. Keep your eye right above that little line, the darker line, where the field is lighter above there in that little open area. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Keep your eye right above that darker area right here. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Jay. For
But you guys can't see my pointer. No, I'm asking you to keep your eye on that thing.
You can turn a
How do I
pointer
use a
on.
marker on the screen?
On your OBS, you double click the source filter and turn on your tracker or whatever.
I don't know how to do that. There's no option for me to do that. No. There just isn't. I'm looking. There's not. Oh. See? No, see? There's not. Fuck everything.
What the hell?
No. See, now I'm gonna fuck everything up. No.
All right, here we go.
All right. Well, if you can see my mouse, then that solves everything. I've been saying that.
So he'd be like
How do I
way
point with
out
my
in the
finger?
field.
What are you talking?
Like way out in the field.
Doesn't work that way. Okay. There he is. Ooh! I caught him real good there. Holy. All right. I'm going to point him out in just a second. Here.
Okay. Point it out.
This is crazy.
I don't
I just
see
got
him.
a really good view of his ass. 3 seconds. Hang on. 3 more seconds. We're going really slow, so 3 seconds is really slowed down. Okay, now I gotta pay attention.
All right, right here.
I mean, it's small, I'm not gonna lie. But if you look right here, see this tree? See how there's something a little that's making it bigger at the bottom? Right here? Can you see that?
No. Oh. Nah. You guys see this shit? There's a shape that's blacked out there. It seems to be shifting around. It isn't someone digging.
Here, how about now?
And
Can
I
you see
what
my
she's
pointer
talking about,
now?
but I'm not thinking this is what
Right
she's
here.
talking about. Okay.
It's right there. I'm an epic failure at this.
You can just stretch your OBS source real
This
big.
is my first go with a GoPro camera, catching someone burying a body. So pardon my amateurness. Okay. 126. Okay.
Are we on the left? We are on the left, correct? She's wanting us to look on the left. Yeah.
Right here. Can you see my pointer?
No. That sucks. Damn it. We can't.
Take it off full screen. It's not on full screen. Yeah. Let me make
she
the
talking
screen
about this?
smaller and see if that... Because someone probably knows better. Playing it? No, you can't see my pointer. Reason they found her for, just like JB said. I just want you guys to see what Maria is. Watch.
There we go. Okay, she's going to zoom in on it now. Okay, good. That's what I would have done. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. We're getting somewhere.
I'm gonna go even bigger. I know you keep seeing Josh. Screw Josh. We'll talk about Josh in a minute. All right, so here is the tree I'm talking about. Not that one. The one in the middle. The smaller tree right in the middle of the screen.
Okay. Is it the one on the left or the one on the right? Okay, the one on the left.
I mean, I showed you the spot to look. I can't get any more precise than that.
Okay, the bush. Okay, above bush. Okay, okay. I'm going to zoom in real close on this shit.
See, in my screenshot, see that dead tree? Look, that's the same dead tree. Do you see now where to look?
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh.
Now, I'm going to go back to 126. And we're going to go in slow ass mode. Okay?
Oh, there's it. Okay.
Look at the screen cap.
Damn trees look the same.
And keep your eye. Did you see him move from behind that tree?
Oh, shit.
But part of this was on the unedited. Right?
Okay, I think I know what she's talking about. I think I saw it. Yeah, I think I saw it. I think I got it. I think I know what she's talking about. Where'd you go? J is for justice. Oh shit. There we go.
So, did they not? I mean, I don't get it. Did they edit it for another reason? Is that what you guys are saying? Let's watch again.
There's a lot
Keep
of
watching.
Compression.
Do you see him? There he is again, right there.
Okay, I swear to God, I just saw it. I swear to God, I just saw it.
See him?
I don't see him now. I did, I thought.
See him?
I thought you're talking about him right here.
There he is again, right there. See him?
How in the hell do you see this stuff? It looks like he's
I don't
strangling
know how you
her.
can't see it. I don't. I don't know.
It looks like he's going like this. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Like
it's going to
down
be
on his
pixelated
knees.
when I'm zooming in like...
No, it won't. J is for justice because you've got master video editor UNIRock on the case. Master video editor UNIRock is on the case. So I've got a way better way better video here to take a look at this. Fuck, I'm gonna have to turn off my live chat and re-record the shit anyway. All right, we're gonna have to re-record it. The live chat's in the way. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna turn off this, and I'm gonna turn off my chat for a minute. Okay, now we're gonna blow this bad boy up, and we're gonna go back. We're gonna make sure we get this. So here we go. Now, let's go back. She said like 106 or something. So here, just to be safe, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start recording from here. All right, we're recording. We're gonna get a nice recording of it, and then we're gonna look real close. You couldn't ask for a better video. You could not ask for a better quality video of this. If there is anything over there, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to help you see it in high def. You're going to see it in high def. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, there's something over there, but I think that was a stump. That looked like a stumpy stump. Okay, now we got the entire video recorded here from 4K down to 1920, which is going to be really easy for us to see. Now, I'm even going to run ahead about 10 seconds. We're going to run ahead just so we got the footage. And there, we're good. All right. So give me 1 second to process that into the video editor. It will literally be like almost instantaneous. No joke. Okay. So, all right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put me back on this shit. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and get rid of this. And we're going to grab the new video we got. And we're going to process it in. And we're going to drop that bad boy right here. Let it load up. We're going to head over to my big screen. I always go to a nice big screen for you guys when I'm doing a video playback like this. And let's go ahead and zoom this in just a bit. Right there. Okay. Now, let me kill the audio because we don't need it. It's just me talking. Okay. Now let's roll ahead. Let's get a good feel from where we want to start and stop. We don't need any of this. Okay, so right around here, I think. All right. Now. Okay, so I think she might be talking about this object right here. Just keep an eye on it. See that? Okay. That might be the first object. Because I think this is one of our dead trees that she was talking about. There's the 2 dead trees. This is exactly what she was talking about. Okay, so now here's what we'll do. Because I am a genius video editor, we're going to zoom in here. Without losing too much quality or anything. And we're going to focus our attention onto this. We're on the left side of the screen now. But we're zoomed in real good. Now, as you move ahead, and we can even go frame by frame. All right. So, we're going to... Actually, let's go back before the bush. Because we might even be able to catch a little view here before the bush. Okay, so there's another little like spot where you can kind of see, I think, what she was talking about there. It is really small. We might have to download the 4K version if we really want to get the detail out of this. But if he was out there, he'd be able to hear a vehicle coming from a mile away. Like, it'd be quiet as hell out there. You'd be able to hear a vehicle coming from a damn mile away. So we're just going to run through frame by frame here in slow motion. Just keep our eyes out. Just keep looking. All right. We're just going to keep our eyes open. Just, you know, in case we're missing anything. We got really good detail here. In fact, I'm even going to do us a solid. I'm going to put a sharpen on this bad boy. And we're only going to have the sharpen be just a little bit of a sharpen. Just to take out a little tiny bit of that blur. There we go. It makes it a little clearer to see. It's not really going to fuck with the video quality. Okay. So now if you look, you can see this object right there. Okay, so let's get a really clear shot of the object. Now, she might have been referencing that object. So one awesome thing we can do, we can zoom in really far right on that object that we want to see. See? Now, when it's not only sharpening it the tiniest bit, you can tell if I just go up to like a 5. It does look like a tree stump. But then again, it could be somebody bent over. So let's just watch it real nice and up front here. All right, so here we are. This is our little object. I don't really see it moving. I don't know, y'all. What are you guys thinking? Yeah, I'm with you, nerd. I'm with you. But, you know what's crazy? This is why some people think that it could be. So let's do this. Let's take a look at the van. Sandals. Right there. See them? Watch. Watch as these sandals come into... Let's just look at the van frame by frame, okay? And you know what? We know he was out in this field. So let's just take a look. You know what I can do? I can pop this out. All right. I don't know how to pop it back in. I don't know how to pop it back in though. I did, Conrad. Yeah, we've already looked really close at Google Street View, and on it, it's when they said that this was a very remote area, they were being serious. It's very remote. It really is. Hey, Shermare, good to see you. Hey, Bluesy Blues. Yeah, her sandals are definitely there. Kristen, good to see you. Nana, Burb, Conrad. Hey, Mike, you have to look further for where the body was found. We'll do. We will. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to download the 4K video as soon as we're done with this, and we're really going to take a close look at it. Because, you know, there's something really weird about this. In my opinion. There's something really strange. Like, I really do think... Okay, now you tell me this. If you were dumping a body, which we know now that he did, what does every human being do when they dump a body? Do you know? Because I know. Well, I know what they do. They get the fuck out of there. Don't they? You don't want to be there. So you know what I think? I think that one, this is most likely where she died, or very close. And two, I think this vehicle caught this van. Like, he would have been dumping that body and running the fuck away. He's probably back there. He's probably back there. Because he's neither not in that van, or he might be in the van. He might be like getting ready to go dump the body, or he might be out there doing it, but no one hangs around. Nobody hangs around. So we're going, hey, Donna, no, thank you guys for being here. If you guys hang with me when I cover something, I'm going to cover something. So you guys are always hanging, so we're going to cover all kinds of good stuff. I do think we need to analyze pixel by pixel. And the good news is we only have to look at a very small part of video. And thank you, Donna. But we don't have to look at a really big chunk of video. So let's go ahead and do this. First things first, I got to get this video in 4K. So let me see what I can do really quick. First, let's just take a look at what we got. Now, when I get this in 4K, you are going to be blown away at the difference in the video. Because this is at 1080p right now. It's downscaled. Okay, so let me get this music back. Now, let's just take a close look. Just see what we see. Let's just see what we see. But make sure you keep your eyes everywhere, all right? Keep your eyes all over the place. If you see something, don't be afraid to just type it in the chat. Nobody's going to judge you. I'm looking out in the field real quick here. Just taking a look in the field. Hold on. Where's that one image at? Well, come on now. I know I just had it. Here, I got it in Discord. Okay, so here's one. Here's where the van is, right? We know where the van is. And literally, big-ass tree out here, okay? Van, big-ass tree, all right? And also, we've got this, which is van and something. Van here on the right, something there. Okay? And she circled right there. That's where she circled. But, you know, there may not be anything there. But we're just going to take a look. And whatever you guys find, keep dropping it in the general room. I've already shown that, Christina. Thank you. I do have that, though. I've got that saved. So let's go ahead and do this. Oh, shit. Do not launch After Effects. Don't launch After Effects. Don't launch After Effects. It's launching After Effects. I gotta close After Effects because it's gonna eat up my system memory like hardcore if I don't. Alright, there we go. Now, let's get Premiere in here. And real quick, let's just take a look. Let's just see what we see. I want higher video quality, so I'm gonna have to download this whole thing straight from the source. But if you were to ask me whether he's out there, oh yeah. Now, here's the other part of it. You got to look at our angle, okay? So we're going up the road, and we're looking out to the left. We're going to see ahead of us. The camera we're looking at is like this. So we're going to see ahead of us for the field of view. So we might want to roll back a little bit and find another clearing, and that's why I recorded a little more earlier on video. And we might want to look out into the field from like back a little more, but let's just look at it real quick here. And you know, we can go frame by frame. That's one of the beauties of Adobe. One of the beautiful things of Adobe. I would not be surprised if he's not out here burying her or disposing of her somewhere out in the distance. But see, I want to see out this way. Remember where the van was parked? It was to the west a little bit because we're traveling east. So it was to the west. So you would think if we want to see out him, like, do you think he's going to be out here? Oh, hell no. He's going to be more back this way. So we need to take a look at some of the clearings back here and look for him. Just like J is for Justice was doing. Now, he also is at the far end. See? The far end of the creek bed is supposedly, from the information we have now, we will, Kristen, definitely. We'll do frame by frame when we get to the van. But let's just take a look out in the field real quick and just see what we can see. Let's go ahead and let's move ourselves up a little bit. There we go. We'll go out right here. We'll zoom in a little bit more once we get See, I would think he'd be out over this way because the van's up there, and we know he kind of walked back a little bit. So we need to look for any like anomalies right out through towards the end of the field. He's not going to be that big. He's probably going to be maybe 3 millimeters big. 1 or 2 centimeters big. See, like right there, that looks funny. It looks like there's an object out there. But then again, the same kind of objects like right here, those two. We want to look for clearings. Okay, so let's just see what we got when we go back. Let's just make sure. Scrub the video. Scrub the video. Okay, good. The video's loading now. We'll look at that object on the right also. Just keeping a little peek going. And you know what's crazy? Is that a broken down van or is that just somebody chilling next to a big red camper? Yeah. Oh, look, it's got a thing on the other side of it. Like a awning. Does look like there's an awning on the other side, doesn't it? Definitely does. All right. Looking good. Everything's looking good here. I've had to do this kind of work when I used to debunk UFO videos back in like 2017. You'd have to scrub frame by frame by frame, you know. Huh. There's interesting something right there. What's that too? All right, we're getting up near the spot where J is for Justice was looking. I really think we should get the source video. We're just doing a quick scan. See if any there. I think that's the object that JF for Justice was looking at one point. And that does look to be a stump. Yeah, that does look to be a stump. You got a lot more detail in this recording. Though, I want everyone to be looking out here at the edge of this. Now, you would think if he did stash her body, he probably stashed it into the wooded area. Like into the tree line. Oh God, to think she had just been dumped and or buried or she had just been disposed of right around this time is so tragic. So tragic. All right, we're getting close to the van, and we're going to actually take a nice second to look at the van and look around it. You know, it'd be so hard to tell, at least without getting the 4K video, if anything of interest is out there. But that is, according to the FBI, where they found the body. It's out towards the tree line out there. And I believe that's our fallen tree. That's our tree that's fallen down. I used to do this stuff all the time when I would debunk YouTube videos. So it's basically just like riding a bike for me. Okay, so we're getting close to the van. So keep an eye out here. And we're going to try to focus and we're going to go frame by frame here. Nice slow roll. So let's get it back in view here. Oh, let's look at this little object over. See, there's that thing we were looking at before. And personally, I do think that's just the back of a tree. I don't think he's on the right side. Nana, thank you. You didn't have to do that, but much appreciated. All right, let's head back over to this side of the video frame. Holy shit, there's way more to this side of the video frame than I thought. Okay, now let's just do a really quick pass, and then we'll go through it in 4K before we figure out what we're doing. We're about to see the sandals, too. I hate that this tree's here. I hate that that tree is there. Okay. Keep an eye on the doors. You look at the amount of space here. And then in the back also. And now you can see the sandals perfectly. You can perfectly see those sandals. Right there. So that would mean one pair of sandals. Is that because she's wearing a pair of sandals? And did he take his sandals off because he went barefoot? We know that Brian likes to be barefoot. If you look at pictures of Brian, you will see that Brian goes barefoot all the time. Let me show you what I mean. Actually, I've got a folder that I made for the video I was making. And I'm sorry, I am coming down with a cold. I'm gonna start coughing everywhere. So let me go ahead and pull my pictures here.